Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is OuroborosTarot, and today's pick a card reading is going to be asking, can you trust this person? Now, I am not outright going to tell you whether or not you can trust this person. I'm just going to go ahead and read the cards, or I already did actually. I'm filming this after I've already read them, but I read the cards, and I'm just going to allow you the opportunity to decide for yourself whether or not you feel as though you can trust this person based on what I see. The cards were very interesting today, and every single one of them was very unique. And there were a lot of very specific situations that came up. So if you don't find anything that resonates in these piles, I would say that there is probably another video out there for you today. And this one has specific messages for specific people. But with that being said, we have 4 groups to choose from. We have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to, and take as much time as you need to figure out which pile sits right with you and with your person. And I will see you in a minute. Hi pile 1, if you chose this green aventurine heart, then this is going to be your reading on whether or not you can trust the person that you are inquiring about. So for your oracle cards, we have Kairos, Stay Back, Caution, and New Moon. And these cards essentially represent how this person is showing up and what energy this person is giving toward this connection right now. I'm also going to go ahead right now and shuffle tarot, and then we'll go ahead and get into your reading. That was a really bad shuffle. Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll do it again because that was really not good. Okay, I think that was better. Yes. Okay, so can pile 1 trust the person that they're inquiring about? Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. Let's keep going. Actually, okay, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, we also have the Eight of Pentacles. I just want to make sure we can see all of that. Yes, we can. Can pile 1 trust this person? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Hermit. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, pile 1. Let's go ahead and first start with your oracle cards. So what I'm getting from this, and honestly what I'm getting from a lot of these cards, is a lot of conflicting energy. So for Kairos to be here, this card really is indicative of your person understanding that this connection at times is a little bit it's a little bit heavier than what they are used to, and it's also something that they feel very drawn to, and it feels right. It feels like it's it's a friendship or a partnership that flows very easily and naturally. It's just very heavy. And another thing that I'm getting is that your person is showing up right now in this connection in a way in which they are setting boundaries. And boundaries aren't necessarily a bad thing. Boundaries aren't in and of themselves bad. They're a matter of self-love and a matter of being able to heal and do right by other people. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, that there are these boundaries that are being set. If anything, what I'm picking up on is a form of self-love. But I'm sensing a lot of mistrust from your person is kind of what I'm getting with this caution here. It's like they understand that there is something really deep and profound going on in your connection. They're just not quite ready to acknowledge it into its entirety right now. And because of that, I am picking up on boundaries or a distance being created. However, I guess, I didn't even mention this, but I'll put this in the beginning of the video as well. But I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should trust this person. I'm going to give you what I see and allow you to make this decision for yourself. But what I'm seeing here is that your person feels a great deal of, if it's not mistrust, it's insecurity or like this unsureness of whether or not their heart is safe, if that makes sense. However, with new moon here, it's like with new moon and Kairos, this is kind of the conflicting energy I'm getting. I'm getting this very cautious, very self-love, boundary setting energy that is a form of self-protection. But then with Kairos here and new moon, I'm sensing a lot of inspiration and a lot of insight and understanding from this connection as well. And so your person is probably showing up in a way in which is a little bit, I can see why you would have clicked on this video, I guess is what I want to say, because it is a little bit confusing to see these two energies show up for how this person is showing up in your connection. It's conflicting. And, when I see Kairos and new moon, I get the feeling that like, if that energy is here, one would want to just kind of jump on in completely and fully and just immerse themselves in this connection because it just seems so meant to be. But I'm not getting the energy of somebody who's jumping in fully and completely. I'm getting the energy of somebody who is very unsure of whether or not they are thinking about dipping their toes in, I guess. Like they're not ready to just jump in. That's what I'm seeing with these oracle cards. And what's interesting is that I'm seeing it on this portion of the spread as well. We have the Two of Cups and then the Hermit. The Two of Cups is such a union energy. It's two people coming together and compromising, and it's mirrored energy, and it's love and soulmate or twin flame energy. This is very watery energy. It's to me, it's all about coming together. And then we have this conflicting energy of the Hermit, which is the ultimate solo card. And what I'm seeing from this is that this person and this conflicting energy isn't trying to be confusing in a malicious way. It feels like they feel like they have much more insight and growth that they need to do before they can show up equally, is one thing that I'm getting from this Two of Cups and this Hermit. And truthfully, I'm picking up on this person being like a very and this isn't for everyone, but I'm picking up strongly on this energy of somebody who is typically in their Hermit energy, is typically about self-growth and evolving and learning about themselves and learning how to show up for themselves. They have a very strong relationship with themselves is what I'm getting. And I'm also picking up on this feeling of like they know how to instill boundaries because they've done the work in order to do that in a way in which they don't feel uncomfortable. And it could come across as very harsh on your end, but I feel called to let you know that these boundaries that are being set are not in any way meant to harm you. They're a matter of self-love, and I don't see it as them trying to destroy this connection in any way, shape, or form. Another thing that I think is interesting and that I think really amplifies this energy that's up here is the Seven of Swords reversed and then this Wheel of Fortune upright. And what I'm getting from this is that it's not, this Seven of Swords is not giving me the energy of them wanting to dupe you or them having been caught in some way. That's not really the energy that I'm picking up on. What I'm picking up on with this Wheel of Fortune is almost like the Wheel of Fortune is giving me the same energy as this Kairos. This Wheel of Fortune is very much just kind of like this energy, the energy that I would describe it as is like flying by the seat of your pants. Like I feel like this person feels like they are out of control in this connection. Like this connection is so deep and so meant to be almost that they're really confused as to how to go about this. They don't trust it because it's just happening so quickly, or there's synchronicities, or there's just something about this connection that is very profound, and it unsettles them, and they're not quite sure whether or not they just want to throw caution to the wind and let the wheel take them. There's a little bit of mistrust here on their end of whether or not it's safe to do that. And with the Page of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck energy, another thing that I'm picking up on here is that this person isn't really sure how to go about taking charge. Like they recognize that they don't really want to just throw caution to the wind and like blindly step into this connection. That's not who they are, and they don't see that as something that would benefit either one of you. But they're also not sure how to change it because it just seems so inevitable that this connection is going to happen. They feel a little powerless right now, in all honesty. I'm getting the sense that there's just like a powerlessness to them. Like they want to, they're okay with the direction of this connection, or they're okay and they're thankful for the connection that they have. However, they're not really sure how to proceed in this without just blindly trusting, and they're not ready to do that yet. I also see it here with the Knight of Wands reversed. So both of these, the Page and the Knight, are both reversed, and so that to me would indicate action that is really slow to progress. And then for the Eight of Pentacles to be right underneath this Knight of Wands, it's like there's passion here. However, it may appear to you like they don't really care, or like they're not really taking this connection seriously because it just feels stagnant. But that's not really what I just am sensing that they just feel a little bit unsure of how to go about this. They want to take a step forward, but they're not going to just take this crazy leap of faith. They're going to do things right because they are this hermit through and through, and they want to do best by you, and they always want to be true to themselves and honor themselves. So right now they're really in more of a stagnant energy that for some of you I'm picking up on it's offensive or it's worrisome, and based on what I just said, I'm not seeing the worry that I'm picking up on from some of you. And then we have the Nine of Wands and this Queen of Cups. And what I'm getting from this is that like how I was saying in the beginning, there's like a heaviness to this connection, and I don't necessarily think that it's a heaviness in the sense of like something sad happened or something really bad happened between the two of you. It's like the feelings are so strong that it's overwhelming, and it can almost feel burdensome when trying to just carry on with your own life and do the other things that you need to do. And then there's this heaviness, this overwhelming amount of love. I do see love here. I see love here with the Two of Cups, and I see love here with the Queen of Cups, and I also see love here with Kairos and the Wheel of Fortune. I see a lot of care and a lot of passion and a lot of connection. Like your person feels very spiritually connected to you, very connected to you on a soul level. So I see where the disconnect would be on this person's behavior. It could seem really bizarre from an outsider's perspective. However, based on what I see somebody who cares deeply and who has really good intentions and wants to make sure that they do what's best for themselves as well as for you. They're very mindful of others, but they're always going to put themselves first. And that's not to say that they're doing anything maliciously. They just want to make sure that they make the right choice, and they are not one to just blindly jump into something. But pile one, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. If this reading resonated with you, let me know in the comment section down below. If it didn't resonate with you, maybe there's another pile in this video for you to choose from, or perhaps there's just no video for you this time around. Either way, I am so thankful that you gave me the opportunity to read for you today. If you would like to book a private reading from me, please feel free to email me with the email information that I put in the description box below. And hopefully I will have the opportunity to read for you again in another video. Bye. Alright, pile two, if you chose this red Jasper heart, then this is going to be your reading on whether or not you can trust your person. So I have already pulled oracles here. I'm also going to shuffle tarot and spread that out as well. And I think one thing that I would like to mention is that I will not outright tell you whether or not you can trust this person. I'm just going to show you and explain to you what it is that I am seeing. And based on that, I feel as though you can make that choice for yourself. So these cards here represent how your person is showing up and what energy they're bringing to the connection right now. And I'm also going to go ahead and shuffle the tarot, and then we'll go ahead and get into your reading. Okay. Can pile two trust this person? Okay, so we have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Hermit. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have the Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let me just make sure that everything is in shot really quick. Okay, pile 2. So for your oracle cards, I pulled the comic, left out with the wolves, anger, and good fortune. So what I'm seeing for this, in terms of how your person is showing up in this connection right now, is that your person feels as though they were rejected in some kind of way. Kind of like they were pushed away, or you were really upset and you may have said some things that you didn't mean, or perhaps you were upset and those feelings were valid and they were, and rightfully so, were you responding in the way in which you did. However, it's left kind of a hurt behind and a bitter taste in their mouth is what I want to say. Your person feels a little abandoned and like they have been left out in the cold, like they are having to rethink this connection or what it is that they want. And there's a little there, I mean, we have anger here. It's very obvious this person is upset right now. And then we have the comic. So one thing that I'm getting from this is that, one, your person might be acting as though everything is fine or they really don't care. However, for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up on, because we have the comic, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Swords, I'm really picking up on like kind of like a snarky, sarcastic energy. Like they might not be communicating in the healthiest way right now, or communicating in the gentlest of ways. And this is coming from a place of, it's coming from a place of anxiety, of being very fearful of what's to come. Not really, it feels like they're walking on eggshells right now, and they're not really sure how you are going to respond, and they're not really sure what the future of this connection is, and they feel as though you hold more power in this connection right now in terms of where it's headed than they do. And I'm just sensing this rejection, this feeling of rejection that's very upsetting to them. However, at the same time, we also have good fortune. So I'm also picking up on this sense that even though they feel rejected, even though they feel as though they're losing you, they still have hope for the future in terms of how they're showing up for this connection. They still see opportunities with you. They just don't feel, they're just not really, they haven't let go of this yet. This feels very fresh, and then we have, let's see, where do I want to start next? We have the Hermit and the Three of Pentacles. So another thing that I'm picking up on is that for some of you, you may have been questioning why this person has been at a distance. And I'm also getting that they may be using work as a reason behind this. And for it to show up here is acknowledging that that is true. So if this is something that you're experiencing where you're wondering why they are distancing themselves for you, or they seem busy, this showing up in this spread is indicating that work right now actually is taking a lot of their energy and their time, and they really are focusing on that right now. So if that's something that you've been questioning, this is confirmation that it's true. There is a lot of work involved right now. And then we have, let's see, what I want. We have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. It's very interesting because there's a lot of people in these cards, and like honestly, with this Hermit and the Three of Pentacles, and the feeling that I'm getting of you not trusting them being at work, like I almost am getting, I'm sensing a mistrust from both of you. Like I'm picking up on this feeling as though you feel like there is someone else involved, and like I'm assuming that I mean I don't even need to, because we have two kings here and two queens. Like, so either you're assuming that there is another female energy involved, and they're assuming that there is another male energy involved. There's these assumptions that are being made right now about on both of your guys' end about what you two are up to. And, you know, with the Queen of Cups here, and then the Five of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, I'm really sensing that this person is viewing themselves as this King of Pentacles, and they're viewing you as this Queen of Cups right now. And what I'm sensing with this is that your person feels as though you are abandoning them or rejecting them. And I'm viewing them as this King of Pentacles because I really am picking up on like a lot of energy going into making money right now, to grounding themselves or becoming a little bit more stable in life. And because I'm picking up on this energy from them, I'm also feeling as though they're viewing themselves as this King of Pentacles, which amplifies this need to stabilize monetarily and in the physical world. And you know, with this Five of Pentacles here, it's like they feel as though they've been left out in the cold. And I see it here with left out with the wolves too. I'm getting the sense that they feel as though them needing to focus on these worldly materials, these are a lot of pentacles. For them needing to focus on this, and also for good fortune to come up, I'm just really picking up on this need to focus on money and finances. They feel as though this is the cause of them being rejected by you or them being misunderstood by you. And I'm sensing frustration. And you know, with all these pentacles, this could also indicate that they're an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or perhaps you are. But yeah, I'm picking up on this feeling that they too feel overwhelmed. So if you're here in this reading right now, obviously because there's some mistrust here, you're not really sure whether or not you trust them. And I know this is very specific, so if this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I'm seeing this very strongly. There's a lot of overwhelm here, and a lot of upset feelings for not being trusted, I want to say. And then for the Knight of Pentacles to be here, I'm really feeling as though even though they're showing up in this upset way, they're not necessarily ready to give up on this connection yet. And I didn't see it here with good fortune either. I see an offer wanting to come in, but it's very slow. And I think wounds need to be licked at the moment. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And I'm really getting the sense here with this Ace of Cups, as though one or both of you is showing up highly emotionally in this connection. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm really getting this emotional overpour, like an overflow of emotions right now, and it's really affecting things. And for the Queen of Wands to be right underneath it, I think this is a specific message for you, or for some of you, and also for your person, because with this comic here, I'm seeing an overflow of emotions that's kind of being shown in a very low vibrational way. I think advice in terms of what's going on here with all of this, with this, I don't know, maybe it's like a mess almost. It's a little messy. We'll say that. This is a little messy. And I think some advice here with this Ace of Cups and this Queen of Wands is that it's okay to be feeling all of these feelings, but to be mindful of whether or not you are acting on them, because what you are feeling might not necessarily be truth. It's true that you're feeling those feelings and they are valid 100%, but they might not necessarily be the truth of what is going on. And so this is a gentle reminder to really be aware of how you are reacting and acting on your feelings. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups is very emotional and is very emotionally driven. And we see right underneath it this rejecting energy, because this person is a very emotional person. And and very intuitive, but I think it's important to recognize that sometimes intuition can be confused with emotional overwhelm or a trauma response or something like that. And this Queen of Wands is not an emotional person. This is more of a passionate person who sits in their power and is a manifester. And so I think that this is an opportunity and a suggestion to you, or to you and your person, to really tap into this fiery power of sitting in your throne and letting good things come, rather than being I don't want to necessarily say slave to your emotions, but rather than letting your emotions take over you and control you. So that is what I'm seeing here, pile 2. If this resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section down below. If it didn't resonate with you, hopefully there's another pile that will resonate with you. And if there isn't, there might just not be a message for you today in this particular video. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me based on the email that I have in my description box. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to read for you in this video. Hopefully I will see you in another video soon. Bye. Hi pile 3. If you chose this Tiger's Eye heart, then this is going to be your reading on whether or not you can trust this person. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you what I see in the cards. I am not going to tell you whether or not you can trust this person. I feel as though based on what I say, you can make that decision for yourself. And what I've done here is I've pulled oracle cards, and these oracle cards are showing us how your person is showing up in this connection and what energy they're bringing towards this connection. And we're also going to shuffle tarot, which I will go ahead and do right now, and then we'll go ahead and get on into your reading. So, can pile 3 trust this person? Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, we have the Lovers and Judgment, we have the 8 of Wands, we have the High Priestess, we have the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Swords as the bottom of the deck energy. Okay, pile 3. So, in terms of how your person is showing up right now in this connection, we have the Village, Alchemy, Intuition, and Truth. And what I'm sensing is going on with a lot of you is that your person has told you something that may have been really alarming to you, but they did it out of love for the both of you, and they did it because it was the right thing to do, and there was truth to what they said. With the Village here, what I'm really getting with this Village is that this person feels so at home in your presence and just so comfortable and so loved. However, what I'm kind of getting with this Truth, if they haven't said this yet, I'm feeling that they're feeling this way. With the Village, what it talks about is this this kind of contradiction between loving your home, but also feeling this need to grow and needing to leave home, because that's a part of life. And so I'm really sensing that right now, how your person is showing up in this connection is they're confused. I'm really getting this feeling as though your person really wants more, maybe not necessarily from this connection, but out of life. And I'm not sure if they know whether or not you want to join them, but they really are in an expansive energy right now. And I'm seeing it here too with alchemy. Like I feel like they're really sitting in their power, and they really know what it is that they want in life. And they have this fire inside of them right now, this flame inside of them that is really telling them that there is more to life than what's going on right now. I don't know if maybe they want to move. I'm seeing a lot of movement here with the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. I see movement, so it could be them wanting to move to a different location, but with the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, it's just also expansive energy. I see this person really wanting to grow, to level up almost. And it's something that they feel, it's a deep knowing. They know that this is for them. And they also feel spiritually in tune with you. They feel very connected with you. I'm not seeing anything here that would indicate that there is a lack of love here. But I am seeing wandering eyes. And I don't mean it in like they're looking for a different partner. I mean it more with this 2 of Swords being the bottom of the deck energy, as them just searching for more. There's this longing here that I'm picking up on. They're longing for more out of life than where they're at right now. I think they feel as though they've outgrown wherever it is that they're at. And with the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, I really am getting this a part of this has to do with their pride. So it could have to do with work, although there are no pentacles here that would indicate that. But I'm just trying to think what else it would be in terms of pride and expansion and growth. But their ego really wants more, and they want to have more to show in accomplishments, I guess. Another thing that I'm seeing here is this 10 of Cups and the High Priestess. And what I'm sensing from this is that, this 10 of Cups is all about home and happy endings. And you see it. You see the house here. And the Village is all about home as well. And for the High Priestess to be right underneath it, this loving feeling that they have for you goes so deep, I don't think that they would be able to express it entirely. And I see it here with intuition as well. The High Priestess is a highly intuitive card, and there are things that have not yet been revealed, I think, even to them. And there is a lot of love here, and you see it here with the Lovers as well. But with the King of Swords right underneath this, and with Truth, I really do feel as though they have something to tell you. And it might not necessarily be something that you want for yourself, but this expansive energy this desire to expand is so strong. They're going to share this with you if they haven't already. And they, from everything I'm getting with the 10 of Cups and the Lovers and the High Priestess and the Village, it's not like they want to leave you. They're hoping that you're going to come with them, but they're recognizing and so one thing I want to note here, because this is a can you trust them reading, this is showing up here because this is something that is really affecting this connection right now in ways in which probably is making it seem like it's very shaky or like something is going on. So what I'm reading right now is essentially just what it is that's affecting the connection right now to make you feel as though you're questioning whether or not you can trust them. But I think your person acknowledges that with this weirdness that's going on right now, like this need to expand and the effect that it's having on your connection, they're acknowledging that a reckoning is coming. Like, whether they want to or not, you two are going to have to come together and work on this, because this desire for them is so strong. And I don't see anything here that it's indicating like, oh, I just don't want to be in this connection anymore because I want more lovers, or I feel like I didn't date enough, or I just don't like you anymore. There's nothing here that's indicating that to me. What I'm seeing is that this person is going through their own evolution, and they really want to level up. They feel called to. But that's what I'm seeing here. It's a very, very particular message. All of them today have been very different so far, but I'm from what I'm seeing, to recap, I see somebody who would really like to grow and really needs to share this with you, and really cares for you and feels deeply connected to you. But pile 3, this is what I am seeing. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section down below. If it didn't resonate with you, maybe there's another pile that has a message for you, or there might not be a pile for you in this video today. Either way, I am so thankful that you gave me the opportunity to read for you today. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me with the email I've listed in my description box, and hopefully I will have the opportunity to read for you again soon. Bye. Hi pile 4, if you chose this crystal quartz heart, then this is going to be your reading on whether or not you can trust this person. So I want to say right off the bat that I am not going to outright say whether or not this person is a trustworthy person. I am going to read what it is that I see in the cards, and I feel as though you can make a decision for yourself based on that. I've already pulled oracle cards here. These oracles are going to represent how your person is showing up in this connection right now, and what energy they're bringing, so you'll know whether or not that resonates with you. And then I'm also going to go ahead and shuffle tarot, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. Okay. Okay, can pile 4 trust this person? Okay, we have the Page of Swords, Judgment, the 5 of Wands, Death, Ten of Swords. We also have the 9 of Wands, the Hermit, and we have the 2 of Pentacles, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, pile 4. Right now, the person that you are inquiring about is showing up in this connection as if they are really over it almost. With this Destroyer here, I'm really picking up on this person being ready to, or having already ended this. And what I'm getting from this with this sword is that this is coming not necessarily from a place of like rejection on your end. What I'm picking up on this is that this is just a season of both of your lives, is how this person is viewing this right now. Like I'm sensing with the Destroyer and the sword that there is a rebirth happening, and obviously we can see it here again with Death, and we see it here again with the 10 of Swords. The energy of an ending is very strong here. And then we have knowledge and flow. And what I'm getting from this is that this person isn't viewing or desiring an end, I guess, because there is something that they are trying to hide from you and they're trying to get away with. What I'm picking up on this from this with knowledge and flow is that it's more like your person sees that this connection has lost its, or is like reached its expiration point, at least in terms of how this connection is viewed and identified now, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I guess I should have said that there would be a trigger warning with this. I apologize. I think that if you chose this pile and this is resonating with you, it's because you already know that there is an ending. Your person is already showing up energetically in a way in which you can see this ending coming. This isn't something that is just like completely out of the blue. And I would just like to acknowledge that right now, that if this isn't resonating with you, that's fine. This probably is not your pile. But I mean, we can't deny the Destroyer, the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, Death. There's a lot of ending energy here. And for the Page of Swords to be right above the Ten of Swords, this is redirection. This is inspiration elsewhere, and it's another sword. You know, it's representative of redirecting and acknowledging that this has run its course. And with Judgment here and the Five of Wands, I'm really sensing that with this Destroyer energy, there was probably some sort of conflict that this person brought about in order to instigate this cycle coming to a close. And I feel like I need to share with you, because there is so many ending cards, that for a lot of you, this might be perceived as just like really harsh in the way in which they went about this, and like almost like sociopathic or something like that. Like it's just like so misunderstood, and like it might even seem like they're just like, okay, bye, you know, like heartless almost. And what I'm seeing here with Judgment and the Nine of Wands is that this is indicating to me that even though it might seem as though they are just really all about themselves and their own self-growth, and they don't really care about this connection, or they don't, it doesn't seem like they're mourning it, they are in fact mourning it. With this Nine of Wands here, this is very heavy energy. This is very wounded energy. They feel the loss of this connection, or the potential loss of this connection, the upcoming loss of this connection, profoundly. And I just wanted to share that with you, because it does seem so harsh with like the Destroyer. That's such harsh energy, and an energy that most people resist. Nobody wants the Destroyer coming into their life, and that is how this person is showing up right now. And it almost feels like maybe you even perceive them as not having seen this connection as sacred or as special as you see it. And I really want to say here that that couldn't be further from the truth. And with the Hermit here, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, I see pain, and I also see acknowledgement from the knowledge that they have gained from this, from the growth that they have gained. And you see it here too with knowledge. This is somebody who can acknowledge the beauty of this connection and the worth that and the value that it added to their life. And they also want to be able to step back before more harm is done, or step back before the memories of this connection turn sour, I guess. And I see it here with Death and the Two of Pentacles too. It's like they really want this connection to come to some sort of close before things get really, really chaotic and toxic. And I'm not, like I said, I see this as something that is more of like a perceived ending of like how it's like an ending based on how this connection is viewed at the moment. It's not necessarily an ending in which like there's no contact or whatever, but I would be really, really shocked if you're still watching this even though you don't see an ending coming, or even though an ending hasn't just happened. And yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, the biggest concern about this in matters of trust is whether or not they saw the sacredness of what you saw. And the answer is yes. And with this Page of Pentacles here, I really do, you know, it's another page. Pages represent redirection. And I don't see this as redirection in terms of love. There's nothing here indicating that there are feelings for somebody else involved whatsoever. This is redirection in terms of like just inspiration in life, like mental inspiration, and also financial inspiration, perhaps career-wise, or just finding a place to live, things like that. But that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 4. This one was, I'm sorry. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear more about what's going on in the comment section down below. If it didn't resonate with you, there are other piles to choose from, or perhaps there's just no message in my video for you today. Either way, I'm so thankful that you gave me the opportunity to read for you today. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to email me at the email address I've provided in my description box. And hopefully I will have the opportunity to read for you again soon. Bye!